Semua penduduk Fengshan, selamat malam. Good evening, Fengshan residents and supporters. 凤山的居民与支持者，大家晚上好。今天呢，我很高兴，也觉得非常的荣幸，有这个宝贵的机会，可以在这里和大家见面和聚。最让我感动的是呢，看到大家都满怀着热心的支持我们共同的一个理念，一个牵系着你我和大家的重要的里程碑，那就是共创与分享我们更美好的一个未来。看一看今天的东海岸，它独特的历史与地标，几十年来都与这里的居民的生活息息相关，让这里的居民呢为它感到骄傲。其中最杰出的就是我们新加坡首屈一指的闻名世界的樟宜机场，其次便是那仅是1人的东海岸公园。这里已经是成为大家家庭、朋友和居民的休闲场所。提起东海岸，大家就会想到它是美食的一个天堂，最佳的骑脚踏车的一个起点，还有它是一个充满大自然，还有非常美的一个地方，大家可以尽情的享受休闲的一些娱乐。在这优美的环境呢，其中就包括了我们的樟宜村庄、东海岸的上段，还有凤山的新邦屋落区。现在让我做点自我介绍。我是陈慧玲，曾经是凤山的一个居民，我在这里已经居住了超过10年的时间。我热爱这个凤山，其实我真正希望看到呢，它是一个优良的居住环境，也期待能为这个社区做点事，能为它服务。所以我的贡献就是在这10年前，我就开始参与了这里的基层活动，我为这里的居民服务，因为这是让我感到非常的自豪和有满足感的。凤山是我成长的一段部分，它也在我生命中呢占据了我非常极重要的一个地位。我享受了这里的风土民情，也与这里的完善的基础设施呢，更珍惜凤山所结识的多年的好友，跟这一群的基层组织共事多年的伙伴。他们大部分的朋友呢，今晚都出席了这个聚会，所以首先让我谢谢他们，感谢他们一路以来都陪伴着我。可是最主要，对我们凤山的居民来说，这里是他们感觉到自豪，也觉得是他自己的一个称为家的地方。让我们继续携手共创一个更美好的未来，把这个家做得越来越完善。接下来我会以英语发表。Now, let me talk a little bit about my key beliefs and what I hope to do for Fengshan. I am a firm believer in paying it forward in life. I believe that when a person is able to, they need to take that opportunity to give back to the society that has raised them. I'm blessed to have a home, to have a very good family, and my parents have loved me dearly. But to me, I think the biggest step in my life was actually the part when I started volunteering. That is the one that actually made a difference, and little did I expect it has such an impact on me till today. Fengshan is actually a very mature estate. We have a lot of intergenerational families that's living here. But demographically, we have quite a good mix of residents. They come from the different age groups, from the very young ones, the little infants, all the way to the grandparents and even some great-grandparents. It is these families that lived within Fengshan, some of them under the same roof. Many actually live right next door, and some just within walking distance of blocks to each other. This is what we actually hope to see within our community. Very close-knit family bonds, and people who actually care for one another. And so if elected, I will champion for 2 causes. The first one is for the elderly. There are many of them actually living in our estate, and I feel dearly for them because I've interacted a lot with them in the last 10 years when I was volunteering here. The other group that I would like to watch out for are actually the underprivileged children. These are the children who may not have the blessings to have a similar background like many of the children who have parents that look after them today. And they need our support. They need the community to walk to them to help them have another turning point and have a start in life. And hence, these are the things that's closely and dear to my heart. What does the PAP team stand for? The PAP team has been here and we've been serving the Fengshan residents for many years. For all the past years, we've always been putting our residents' welfare first. Residents are at the center of everything that we do, and they'll continue to be so. That's what I will look out for, and I will continue making sure that happens. Whether it is the hardware or even the hardware, I think we have to work to care for our residents and help them make Fengshan a better home. Make this a place that's for all of us. Over the past many years, PAP has improved a lot of our infrastructures in Fengshan. We've got our homes upgraded, the lifts have been upgraded, now the lift stops at every floor. We've constructed new covered laneways, there's sheltered walkways for us, we've built new playgrounds for the young children, and also a lot of the fitness corners have been revamped for the elderlies. Of course, everything comes back to food. We have our upgraded favorite Block 85 market. And we've also built street soccer courts for the interest of our youths. These improvements injected a lot of life for our residents. They include families with the young children, our elderly, and also not forgetting our youths. We've done so much to make sure we have a vibrant estate. And if you don't believe me, just take an evening walk at some of the places like our Block 85 market, our Simpang Bedok marketplace, the East Village, and you'll know why it is so. While a lot has been done, I think there's a lot more that we still have to do. As our estate continues to mature, we will need to continue to improve our facilities, and we need to improve your homes as well. All eligible blocks in Fengshan have received or have been selected for the Home Improvement Program. This is something that many, because it being a mature estate, our residents really look forward to, and I hope we can continue to make sure that all your homes get improved over time. We will also renew the infrastructures during neighborhood renewal programs in the HDBs and the private estates, and ensure that all the standards are being upheld. And everything comes back to what I really care for. Something that I feel we are committed to foster a caring community. A community that will build itself and actually reach out for others within the same community. I hope that through all our various community assistance programs, for example, the existing ones, the school textbooks, the uniforms, the food vouchers, etc., all this that actually help children to make sure they can focus and stay in their education. For the elderly, as what Mr. Lim has said, we organize monthly luncheons, we do health talks for a lot of our elderlies. The schools actually work with us and community partners to make sure they have home visits. These individual elderlies may be senior, they may be lonely, but they are not alone because the whole of Fengshan is actually behind them. We're there for them and will continue outreaching to each and every one of these individuals while living alone. I hope that we can continue doing this and support all the ground-up efforts to improve the lives of our elderly. And on the broader context, PAP has initiated some of this. They've delivered many improvements to the lives of our elderly. Recently, the PAP has delivered the Pioneer Generation Package. And very soon, you have the rollout of the MediShield benefits. And nonetheless, all these things will actually matter depending on which individuals will require them. These initiatives are part of the entire package to help out and to provide assistance to our elderly, helping them to ensure that healthcare needs are being taken care of, and those who actually require some of the financial assistance will have others to look out for them. And in the very near future, our elderly would be able to look forward to the Silver Support Scheme. So to take a sports term, I think nation building is a marathon. It is not a sprint. The importance of a good government is as important today as it is 50 years ago. We have been here for 50 years. The PAP have been constantly dedicated to all of you, looking after our residents. We have an excellent track record. and we are committed to running this marathon with you. I am committed to do this with you, and I want to do this in future, hand in hand together with all our residents in Fengshan. Now, the PAP. What is this party? To me, PAP is a party of action, a party for the people, and a party that gives an effective representations for all our Singaporeans. They provide good governance, and they become a voice that we take from the feedback of the ground. This is so that we can all make a shared dream a reality. And PAP has fulfilled and delivered all its promises in the past 50 years, each and every time of them, and we will continue to do so. Like everyone says, we are an exceptional country. But this exceptional country has got people who has that spirit. We always punch above our weight, regardless of where you position us in the world. And consistently, we've managed to do so because the PAP does care. And we've worked effectively for all of you for the good of Singapore. So to us, it's about you, our residents, and our fellow citizens. Everything we do, I believe we have to put our residents' needs first. We are committed to taking this action to improve all your lives and to secure our future together. In order to do that, and to make sure we have the best homes for our next and future generation, I ask for your support to do this together. We can only do this only hand in hand. And this, I have to say, is not a game. It is not a game with a reset button. This is about lives of all of us together. So as the dreams of each successive generation evolves, the challenges that we meet also becomes more complex. As things become more complex, we need to stand together. We have to be with each other for part of this journey in order to define what the community is like and what it should be defined as a nation. In this general election, I urge all of you, residents and friends and supporters, to consider what is important for this nation to move forward together and what type of quality of candidates do you want to put in parliament. So in an earlier interview that I had done, I mentioned this in Mandarin. 我会和以前一样对待我们的居民，以民为先，待你们，没有问题对我而言是太渺茫的。我会尽心尽力地为所有的居民服务，在强化我们凤山，希望这里的生活环境和居民们之间的凝聚力能够变得越来越强。I will continue to be who I am, and I'll put our residents first, always. So may I humbly ask for your support, for your vote, to ensure that we get a strong mandate for the PAP, so that we can continue to work hard and to deliver like what we've done in the past 50 years. So the PAP is a party that stood the test of time, and it will be here for you, with you, for Singapore. So please vote for the PAP. Majulah PAP, Majulah Singapura. Thank you.